Welcome back, coin lovers. Today we're exploring 5 of the most valuable U.S. wheat pennies, small coins with big stories of history, rarity, and collector demand. Whether you're new or experienced, these treasures prove even 1 cent can hold incredible value. First up, the 1939 Lincoln wheat cent without a mint mark is a fascinating piece of American coinage history that continues to draw attention from collectors and numismatists worldwide. Though it might appear humble at first glance, especially when found in a worn or dirty state, this coin carries significance that extends far beyond its face value of 1 cent. Collectors pursue it not only because of its connection to the classic wheat penny series but also due to the cultural and economic story it represents from pre-war America. Even though millions were struck, surviving examples, especially in high grades, remain desirable, while circulated and imperfect examples still hold steady appeal because of their age and historical charm. Minted at the Philadelphia Mint in 1939, this wheat penny belongs to a long-running series first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth. By 1939, the United States was emerging from the Great Depression, and coins from this period reflect an economy in transition. The Philadelphia Mint, unlike its Denver or San Francisco counterparts, did not include a mint mark on its pennies, which is why the 1939 piece bears no additional lettering. While not tied to a commemorative event, the coin nevertheless embodies the resilience of American society during uncertain global times, just months before the onset of World War II. The design of the 1939 Lincoln cent is among the most recognizable in U.S. numismatics. Victor David Brenner's portrait of Abraham Lincoln dominates the obverse, capturing both dignity and humility in the 16th president's likeness. On the reverse, the twin wheat ears flank the denomination 1 cent, with the legend E pluribus unum above. The coin was struck in bronze, a composition of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, measuring 19 millimeters in diameter and weighing 3.11 grams. Its simplicity, paired with historical resonance, makes the design iconic. In higher grades, its crisp details and deep red luster stand out, while circulated examples show that tells their own story of decades of use. With over 316 million examples minted, the 1939 Philadelphia wheat cent is not rare in the absolute sense, but condition creates the real dividing line. Coins that remain in uncirculated or near uncirculated state are much scarcer, particularly those with original red color. Dirty or heavily circulated coins, while common, are often sought after by beginner collectors or those seeking affordable entry points into the series. Certain errors, such as double dies or off-center strikes, add an additional layer of rarity, commanding higher premiums when authenticated. Thus, while a dirty example may be modest in value, clean, high-grade, or unusual specimens can be significantly more valuable. The market value of the 1939 wheat penny without a mint mark varies widely with condition. A coin in heavily circulated and dirty condition might bring around $200 to $500, which is still several times its face value. In well-preserved states, values climb. Pennies graded extremely fine can fetch between $600 and $700, while those in mint state with brown toning might range from $750 to $1,500. Examples certified as red uncirculated can reach well over $16,000 to $2,500, and in rare cases of exceptional strike and preservation, auction records show values climbing higher. Dirty condition examples are not as lucrative but retain steady collector interest, especially as fillers in wheat penny albums. For collectors seeking a 1939 wheat cent, condition and authentication are key. When evaluating dirty or circulated coins, look carefully for any remaining detail in Lincoln's hair and coat, which can significantly affect grade and thus value. Submitting high-grade examples to third-party grading services such as PCGS or NGC provides assurance of authenticity and can enhance marketability. Collectors should also store these bronze coins carefully, since exposure to air and moisture accelerates toning or corrosion. Acquiring the coin is relatively easy through reputable dealers, coin shows, or online marketplaces, but attention should always be paid to avoiding altered or counterfeit pieces, which occasionally surface. Even in less than ideal condition, The 1939 wheat penny without a mint mark maintains charm for collectors of all levels. For beginners, it represents a tangible link to American history at an affordable price, often becoming an early acquisition in a Lincoln cent collection. For advanced numismatists, it can serve as a piece to complete year sets or provide opportunities to hunt for rare high-grade or error varieties. The dual role it plays, both as a common yet historically rich coin and as a potential sleeper in top condition, ensures its enduring popularity in the marketplace. The 1939 wheat penny without mint mark embodies a unique balance of accessibility and historical weight. Its humble face value and frequent appearance in circulated form make it approachable, while its deeper significance and potential for high-value finds give it lasting collector appeal. For those with coins in dirty or worn states, it may not command large sums, but its historical and numismatic worth extends beyond price alone. In the long view, it remains a cornerstone of the Lincoln wheat cent series, appreciated not only as an artifact of its era but also as a symbol of American resilience and tradition in coinage. Next up, the 1940 wheat penny without a mint mark is a coin that has captured the attention of numismatists and hobbyists for generations. Though seemingly ordinary at first glance, it stands as a strong representative of America's early 20th century coinage and holds a distinct place within the Lincoln cent series. Collectors are drawn to it not only for its age and design but also for the prestige that comes with owning a well-preserved example. Even in a dirty or circulated state, this penny holds collectible merit, while clean and high-grade specimens can fetch significant sums on the numismatic market. Its combination of history, symbolism, and rarity makes it one of the more sought-after wheat cents from the pre-World War II era. The coin was minted in Philadelphia in 1940, a time when the United States was beginning to recover from the Great Depression and observing the unfolding conflict in Europe that would later become World War II. The Lincoln wheat cent, first introduced in 1909, had already become a cultural icon by this period, admired for its patriotic portrait of Abraham Lincoln and the agricultural symbolism of its reverse. The Philadelphia Mint produced millions of these coins, but survival in pristine condition was not guaranteed. Many were heavily circulated, and fewer examples have survived today in higher grades, giving the 1940 penny without a mint mark its unique collectible charm. This wheat cent carries the enduring design of Victor David Brenner. On the obverse, the profile of Abraham Lincoln is presented with the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1940. The reverse bears two wheat stalks framing the denomination 1 cent and the motto "E pluribus unum." Struck in bronze, 95% copper, with a balance of tin and zinc, the coin weighs about 3.11 grams and has a diameter of 19 millimeters. While its design was common to wheat cents of the era, subtle variations in strike quality, die wear, and mint errors make some examples stand out dramatically in the collector's market. While the Philadelphia Mint produced more than 586 million 1940 pennies, rarity comes not from mintage alone but from condition, eye appeal, and survival rates. A heavily worn or dirty example is common, but those that survived with sharp detail and original luster are considerably scarcer. Particular attention is paid to full strike examples, where Lincoln's hair and the wheat stalks show crisp detail. Additionally, coins with unusual errors, such as double dies, repunched dates, or off-center strikes, can elevate the penny's rarity and desirability. Thus, a collector's focus is not only on finding the coin but finding one with minimal wear or exceptional characteristics. The market for the 1940 wheat penny without mint mark is varied, reflecting condition and uniqueness. A circulated example in very dirty or well-worn state may trade for a modest value, often between $250 to $300, depending on grade. However, uncirculated specimens with vibrant luster can command anywhere from $150 to $450 or more, particularly if certified by grading services like PCGS or NGC. Ultra-high-grade examples in MS 67 or above have brought several $1,000s at auction due to their rarity. Error coins, particularly double dies or unusual striking varieties, have also appeared in sales with values pushing into the thousands of dollars, underscoring the coin's potential to surprise collectors with hidden worth. For collectors seeking to add a 1940 wheat penny to their holdings, proper evaluation and authentication are crucial. Certification by a reputable grading service provides assurance of condition and authenticity, while also helping establish market value. Storage should avoid harsh cleaning, as even dirty coins lose significant value if abrasively scrubbed. Collectors are advised to search through old collections, inherited coin jars, or estate sales, where such pennies are often overlooked. Reputable dealers and numismatic auctions remain the best sources for higher-end or rare varieties. Building a complete set of wheat cents can be rewarding, and the 1940 penny serves as a key date in that pursuit. What elevates the 1940 wheat penny beyond mere face value is its ability to connect collectors to a pivotal historical era and an enduring numismatic tradition. The penny's design has nostalgic appeal, and its bronze composition distinguishes it from later copper-plated zinc cents. Its presence in the marketplace today highlights the balance between accessibility and rarity. It is not so rare as to be impossible to find, yet securing a premium example provides real satisfaction. Collectors are particularly motivated by its long history of circulation and the tangible connection it provides to the early 20th century. In summary, the 1940 wheat penny without a mint mark represents more than just a small denomination of currency. It embodies historical resilience, artistry, and the enduring power of American coinage. Its value rests not only in its metal but in its story, its condition, and its place within the cherished Lincoln cent series. While a dirty, well-circulated coin may hold modest value, pristine examples can reach into the thousands, making it an exciting prospect for both novice and seasoned collectors. With continued interest in wheat cents and the Lincoln cent legacy, the 1940 penny will remain an appealing and potentially profitable addition to any numismatic collection. Next up, the 1942 United States wheat penny without a mint mark is an intriguing coin for numismatists and history enthusiasts alike. Though it may appear humble at first glance, especially when found in a dirty or worn state, it carries a certain charm rooted in its history and role in everyday commerce during a transformative era. Collectors often view this coin as more than just a piece of copper. It represents a slice of American heritage that witnessed both domestic resilience and global upheaval. Its desirability today stems from its availability in circulation, yet rarity in pristine condition, making it a key date for those who seek to build a comprehensive Lincoln wheat cent collection. Even in less than perfect condition, it maintains market demand, particularly when connected to special varieties or errors that set it apart. The 1942 penny holds its place in the middle of World War II, when resources, production priorities, and industrial focus were rapidly shifting across the United States. The coin was minted exclusively at the Philadelphia Mint when no mint mark was present, which adds a sense of authenticity to the piece. That year, copper was still used in cent production, though the wartime economy would soon lead to the steel cents of 1943. This makes the 1942 issue historically significant, marking the last full year before copper was pulled into the war effort. Beyond its metal composition, this penny embodies the spirit of perseverance and frugality in America during a time when every cent literally mattered. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin retains the iconic imagery introduced in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln, America's beloved 16th president. On the obverse, Lincoln's dignified profile faces right, accompanied by the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date, 1942. The reverse carries the familiar wheat ears, flanking the words, 1 cent, United States of America, and E pluribus unum. At 19.05 millimeters in diameter and weighing 3.11 grams, it was struck in a bronze composition consisting mainly of copper, with small amounts of tin and zinc. While the design is simple, its bold symbolism, celebrating unity, hard work, and prosperity, makes the coin timeless in appeal. Collectors especially appreciate sharp strikes and rich original luster, which can elevate the coin from common circulation find to a prized centerpiece. Although over 600 million 1942 no-mint mark pennies were produced, rarity arises from condition and specific varieties. Circulated and dirty examples are plentiful, often carrying only modest value. However, uncirculated or red specimens, showing no trace of wear and preserving full mint color, are much scarcer. Additionally, certain die errors, such as double dies or off-center strikes, significantly enhance rarity and desirability. Collectors understand that while a dirty penny may not command high prices, its rarity escalates dramatically once grade and uniqueness are factored in. For example, coins certified at MS 66 or higher can fetch hundreds, while heavily circulated ones retain symbolic rather than financial appeal. The value of a 1942 wheat penny without a mint mark varies widely depending on grade and condition. In a very dirty, well-worn state, these coins typically sell for around $500 to $650, reflecting their accessibility. In higher circulated grades like fine or very fine, prices may rise modestly into the $1,000 to $2,000 range. The real value, however, emerges in high-grade examples, where uncirculated pieces with strong color can command anywhere between $50 and $3,000. Error varieties or proof-like specimens are worth even more, sometimes surpassing $5,000 at auction. Market demand is fueled by collectors seeking to complete Lincoln cent sets, and the 1942 issue, bridging pre- and post-war America, always finds a willing buyer. For those seeking to add a 1942 penny to their collection, attention to detail is crucial. Look for coins with clear details on Lincoln's hair and cheek, as well as sharp definition in the wheat stalks on the reverse. Certification by trusted grading agencies like PCGS or NGC provides assurance of authenticity and helps determine accurate market value. Storage in protective holders or albums is recommended to prevent further deterioration, especially if a coin is already dirty or oxidized. Collectors should also remain alert to varieties and errors, as these carry premiums and can sometimes be overlooked in dealer bins or bulk lots. Patience and persistence, particularly in searching coin shows or reputable online auctions, often lead to rewarding finds. What makes the 1942 penny without a mint mark so enduring in its appeal is its accessibility coupled with its potential. Beginners can acquire a circulated example at minimal cost, while advanced collectors can pursue high-grade or rare varieties that command stronger premiums. Its design speaks to both patriotic pride and historical continuity, ensuring its place in any Lincoln wheat cent set. Even dirty examples tell stories of circulation during the wartime economy, carrying with them the fingerprints of history. This combination of affordability, history, and challenge in pursuit makes it one of the most engaging coins for numismatic enthusiasts. In summary, the 1942 no-mint mark wheat penny represents far more than its face value of 1 cent. It stands as a witness to wartime America, a symbol of craftsmanship, and a bridge between ordinary commerce and extraordinary collecting. While dirty and heavily circulated examples may not bring significant returns, pristine or error-struck versions carry notable market value, sometimes reaching hundreds of dollars. Its lasting popularity among collectors stems from its historical context, iconic design, and varying levels of rarity across conditions. Whether valued for sentiment, aesthetics, or investment, the 1942 penny holds a cherished spot in the heart of U.S. coinage and continues to inspire collectors of every generation. Next up, the 1944 D wheat penny stands out in American numismatics as one of the more intriguing coins from the mid-20th century. While millions were struck, certain rare varieties and conditions elevate it far beyond an ordinary cent. To collectors, the Denver minted coin is not only a relic of wartime America but also a reminder of how even the smallest piece of currency can become a valuable treasure. Today, its reputation stems from both its widespread circulation and the select few examples that survive in extraordinary condition or with unique errors, fueling continued demand among hobbyists and investors. The year 1944 was one of transition, as the United States neared the end of World War II. Coinage reflected the nation's wartime economy and shifting priorities. In 1943, pennies had been struck from steel to conserve copper for the war effort, but by 1944, the mint returned to a copper alloy composition made from recycled shell casings. The Denver Mint, designated with the D mint mark, played an important role in supplying coins to the western United States. The 1944 D penny thus captures a very specific moment in history, a time when American industry was balancing the demands of war with the promise of peace, and every coin carried with it a sense of resilience. The obverse of the coin proudly features Abraham Lincoln's profile, designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909 to commemorate the centennial of Lincoln's birth. Above his head rests the motto, "In God We Trust," while "Liberty" and the date, 1944, with the small d mint mark lie to the left and right. The reverse maintains the familiar wheat ears flanking 1 cent and United States of America, along with E pluribus unum. Struck in bronze, the coin weighs 3.11 grams and measures 19.05 millimeters in diameter. Though the design is consistent with other wheat cents, the Denver issue is recognizable to collectors for its sharp strikes and the subtle variations in minting quality that distinguish it from its Philadelphia and San Francisco counterparts. At first glance, the 1944 D penny may not seem rare, as over 430 million were struck. However, rarity emerges when collectors consider condition and special varieties. Examples that have survived in pristine, uncirculated red condition are significantly less common, as most coins entered circulation and endured years of handling. Error coins, such as the famous 1944 D struck on a leftover steel planchet from 1943, are extremely scarce and command extraordinary premiums. A very dirty or heavily worn example will not hold the same financial weight, but its rarity in high grades keeps collectors searching, ensuring the coin's enduring status in the numismatic community. The market value of a 1944 D wheat penny varies greatly depending on its condition and type. A very dirty circulated example may sell for around $1,000 to $5,000, reflecting its availability. In better circulated grades, the value rises into the $2,000 to $5,000 range. Uncirculated specimens with brilliant red luster can reach $5,000 to $6,000, and high-end certified examples graded MS-66 or higher may command $7,000 or more. Error varieties, especially the ultra-rare steel planchet 1944 D pennies, have sold for tens of thousands of dollars at major auctions. The wide range of values demonstrates how strongly condition and variety dictate worth in today's marketplace. For collectors seeking a 1944 D penny, careful examination is crucial. Dirty or worn coins are affordable entry points, but those pursuing higher investment value should target certified examples with strong luster and minimal wear. Reputable grading services like PCGS or NGC can confirm authenticity and provide assurance, particularly when dealing with rare varieties or suspected errors. Collectors should also store these coins properly, using airtight holders or archival quality flips to prevent further tarnish. Attending coin shows, networking with experienced collectors, and following reputable auction houses remain excellent strategies for locating high-quality specimens. Part of the 1944 D penny's appeal lies in its accessibility. New collectors can easily acquire a circulated example for pocket change, while advanced numismatists may chase the rarest, high-grade, or error varieties that turn a common coin into a coveted prize. The historical context of recycled shell casings adds a layer of patriotic narrative that enhances its desirability, reminding collectors that even ordinary cents were shaped by extraordinary times. This blend of affordability, history, and rarity makes it a coin that appeals across all levels of collecting. The 1944 D wheat penny remains a standout in U.S. coinage, embodying both historical weight and collecting excitement. While dirty, circulated examples may not be worth more than a few cents, pristine or error versions elevate its status to one of the most sought-after coins of the Lincoln Wheat series. Its design honors Lincoln, its composition reflects wartime sacrifice, and its varieties offer challenges that keep collectors engaged. Whether approached as an affordable collectible or pursued as an investment-grade rarity, the 1944 D penny continues to symbolize the enduring fascination of American numismatics. Next up, the 1945 no-mint mark United States wheat penny is a coin that continues to fascinate collectors, not because it is exceptionally rare in circulation, but because of its historical ties, unique varieties, and enduring appeal. While heavily circulated and dirty examples may not appear valuable at first glance, the coin becomes highly sought after in high grades and when linked to specific errors. For collectors who seek to complete the Lincoln Wheat Cent series, the 1945 issue represents an important chapter and a tangible reminder of an America in transition at the close of World War II. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, the 1945 penny was produced during the final year of the Second World War, when the country's industries were shifting from wartime output back to civilian production. Unlike the steel cents of 1943, the 1945 pennies were minted from recycled shell casings, a symbolic gesture of turning instruments of war into currency for peace. This connection to the war effort elevates the coin beyond mere pocket change, embedding it into the cultural memory of a nation that had just endured tremendous sacrifice. The lack of a mint mark signifies its Philadelphia origin, which served as the central hub for coinage throughout much of the 20th century. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin displays Lincoln's profile on the obverse, facing right with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," above, "Liberty," to the left, and the year 1945 to the right. The reverse showcases two wheat ears encircling the words, "1 cent, United States of America," and "E pluribus unum." With a diameter of 19.05 millimeters and a weight of 3.11 grams, the coin is composed of bronze, primarily copper with small amounts of zinc. Although the design is consistent with earlier issues, the historical context of its recycled metal and the fine artistic detail visible in high-grade specimens give the 1945 penny its lasting significance. The Philadelphia Mint struck over 1 billion 1945 pennies, making it one of the higher mintage years in the Wheat Cent series. This abundance means circulated and dirty examples remain common today, and most show significant wear. However, rarity emerges when one considers uncirculated coins with original red luster or scarce era varieties such as double dies, off-center strikes, or repunch dates. Collectors prize coins that have avoided circulation, as their survival rate is remarkably low compared to the total minted. The difference in condition, dirty and worn versus pristine and brilliant, is what transforms a coin's value from a few cents to several $100s. The value of a 1945 no-mint mark penny varies dramatically with condition. In dirty and heavily circulated form, it usually trades for $600 to $1,500. Higher circulated grades like fine or very fine can bring $1,700 to $2,000. Uncirculated examples in mint state grades often sell between $2,200 and $3,100, depending on color and strike quality. Exceptional pieces in MS 66 or above may reach $3,300 or more. Rare error coins, particularly those struck on leftover steel planchets or with dramatic doubling, can command thousands at major auctions. These wide price ranges demonstrate that while the average 1945 penny may be modest in value, certain examples are ultra-rare and highly desirable. For collectors, acquiring a 1945 penny requires careful attention to detail. Coins with full definition in Lincoln's hair and the wheat stalks indicate higher quality. Because circulated and dirty pieces are so common, the best investment lies in finding examples with full luster or recognized era varieties. Certification by grading services such as PCGS or NGC ensures authenticity and protects against counterfeits. Collectors should store their coins in airtight holders or albums to prevent corrosion, particularly given the bronze composition's tendency to tarnish. Searching estate collections, bulk coin lots, and reputable auction houses are all effective ways of locating better specimens. The 1945 penny appeals to collectors on multiple levels. Beginners appreciate its affordability, as dirty examples can be acquired for less than $1, while advanced numismatists pursue rare, high-grade, or error coins worth hundreds or even thousands. Its strong ties to wartime history make it more than just a collectible. It is a symbol of resilience and transformation. The widespread availability ensures accessibility, while the challenge of finding pristine or rare varieties keeps even experienced collectors engaged. This balance of commonality and rarity underlines its enduring place in U.S. coin collections. In conclusion, the 1945 no-mint mark wheat penny is a coin that bridges history, artistry, and collectability. While ordinary circulated examples may only be worth a few cents, rare errors and high-grade specimens stand among the more valuable treasures of the Wheat Cent series. Its recycled wartime metal, iconic Lincoln design, and role as a post-war transition piece add layers of meaning that go beyond monetary worth. Whether appreciated as an affordable starter coin or treasured as an ultra-rare variety, the 1945 penny remains an essential piece of American numismatic history.